Happy Saturday to everyone who watches us. How's it going all? We are back with session 2 of Roll of Adventure, the Listless Surveyor. The party steps foot on the science vessel of their first major job. Will they survive what finds within? Only one way to find out. But before we get into the fun bits of all that, we need to know who we're playing with. As always, I am Zell, your DM for this first campaign. And I'm going to throw it over to Jace.
Hey. Do I introduce my character? Yeah, right.
Yeah,
okay.
so the people know who you are.
Hello. Jace. I play Ezreal, and I am an Asuna cleric who flaunts the fact that they're a doctor at every chance they get. I'm gonna pass it over to Briston.
Hi, I'm Briston. I play Persefa. Persefa is a water genasi sorcerer who really likes the water magic. So she really wants to use it at every occasion, even when you probably shouldn't. I'm gonna pass it off to Josie.
Hi, I'm Josie. I play Elodine Scald. She is a fire genasi artificer. She is the engineer for our team, and she does not do well in most situations, but she's very excited to be there. I'm gonna throw it over to D.
Hi, I'm D. I am playing Tayo, a Kalishtar warlock who's very good at finding metals, and it's going somewhere. He doesn't know where, but he's gonna get there. I'll toss it over to James.
Hi, I'm James. I play Zyler Brosley. He's a Asmere Ranger. And right now he really wants a clove cigarette. He was denied last time, and he's got to have to find some on the way. I hope there's some in this.
He really wants to start a vice. And he does not have the means to start the vice.
Yep. Yeah.
And our sixth player is Cricket, but unfortunately, due to power outages, he is not able to join us at the moment.
Hopefully soon, but we'll see.
Mm-hmm.
But he is our Astral Elf rogue, who is very sneaky. In fact, you don't see him most of the time unless combat is involved.
Hide and seek champion of our crew.
My notes here do say always stealth for Cricket.
Yes.
Always stealth for Cricket.
Always stealth.
No. See, if Cricket's not here, Auric is hiding.
Exceptional.
Although I imagine he's very overheated because hiding in corners is about 90 degrees because they're hot.
Yeah. Yeah.
Everyone wants to go ahead and take a D4 of a psychic damage. That is totally understandable.
That's
Yeah,
what my
okay.
Oh goodness.
All right,
Well,
but
of course. Okay.
He took a total of 4 damage. He took max damage on that.
Oh, I'll take it. I'm blown away at this dreadnought. I am.
I dealt 3 psychic damage to myself.
Oh.
4 to me.
It's kind of a DM. I have unlimited health, so I'm fine with that.
Yeah, you're always safe.
Yeah. Go back up to my current health points.
All right. Well, what say you all get involved? Get right into it.
All right.
Where's the online dice thing?
So, yeah. That's gonna be in documents.
Documents. I also
Thank you.
pinned it, but
Okay, thanks. It was in the moment I realized.
no, you're good. You're good.
Yeah, for sure.
I asked all the questions.
All right. As we re-enter the scene that we left last time, the Cannon's Cavalcade, which is the contracted ship that operates as your crew's ship, piloted by the crew of Captain Blackwater, an orc captain of some report. You guys spent 3 days sailing through the Wildverse, through this space, and eventually you came to where the scouting teams of Saber Corps said where the Listless Surveyor was last heard from. And as you approach it, it is another space galleon, similar to what you guys are on, but this one looks a little more dead in the water. Most spelljamming vessels kind of have a buzz to them, a life to them. There's like almost as if they glow themselves with the magical energy that makes them operable. This one is dark. It's clearly meant to be a science vessel of some kind, but there is no power running through it. The sails are askew, they're not properly pulled up. There's no damage to the vessel itself, but as you kind of come in, usually on deck there's activity. You know, various sailors and crew going about their job. There's nothing. It is silent and it is dead in the
do we want to try and send a message, even though it's very clearly dead, just to see if anyone responds?
Try to like hail the ship.
Yeah, hail the ship.
Blackwater nods and he relays a message to a crew member who goes to the bridge where their spelljammer is. As we remember, it is Lysandra. And you wait for a moment. He gets notice that the message has been sent from the bridge, and you guys wait and count a couple very loaded seconds, and then the message comes back to you guys, and there's no response.
Oh, okay.
I think that means it's a pretty dead ship. Is it time to spacewalk on over? Like, is there anything?
They have a long ship that they can load up for you to move.
All right.
Unless you really want to swim through space.
No, I don't want to necessarily swim. I just didn't realize we have a long ship. I do want to stand
I
in front
love
of
to
it.
swim.
I do want to stand in front of it.
Love
Like,
to swim.
Yeah.
But yeah, so the long ship has been pulled down, prepared for your guys to move over.
let's ready up, team. Let's make sure we've got all our stuff.
Yeah.
And then I'm gonna be like, if I'm ready, I'm in the long ship. I'm ready to go over and let's explore this terror.
Mm-hmm.
One thing. Shotgun.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Captain Blackwater also holds out a sending stone to you guys before you get on the longship. This is an emergency use only. If you guys need a bail immediately, go right ahead and use this, and we'll send people over. Okay. Otherwise, and he points to a flare gun in the longship. Use this to signal when you're ready for us to come over and hook the ship up to tow back.
Who wants to hold the flare gun?
We just leave it on the ship?
Well, then we have to get back to the ship.
Isn't that the point?
Well, the flare gun is the safe one. The flare gun is we're safely done, so come get us safely, the normal stuff. So that one can stay on the ship. And then the emergency one should stay with a good, safe person.
We need to bring the sarcophagus with us?
Yeah, is that going to be loaded up onto the long ship?
Yeah. You mentioned that, and Captain Blackwater nods, and it does make sense. I don't want you bringing an artifact of madness upon my vessel. And he snaps his fingers, and a couple of crew members go down to the dock. And moments later, they're dragging the sarcophagus up. Like one of them has chains over his shoulders, dragging it up the stairs. Others kind of like pushing it up from the back. And it's if you guys didn't know what this was, this would be a little comical, but it has a weirdly morbid feel to it as they're pulling this anti-magic, essentially, coffin up and kind of strapping it to the back of the longship for you guys to use.
I want to make a comment like, don't use the chains inside, loves, as they're pulling it on and doing that. Just being a smartass.
All right. With your longship loaded with your safety tools, you all have your salvage equipment, and the sarcophagus is strapped to the longship. You guys are ready to move over. If there's anything else you wish to do on the ship, now is the time.
Don't believe there's really anything on the ship that we need to do yet anyway. I'm ready to head over.
I'm ready to go.
Let's go.
Let's go.
Let's go.
Okay.
Ezreal, how are you feeling? You ready to go over, Doc?
Yeah, definitely. I am taking a med kit with me from the.
Yeah.
From the
So,
med bay.
yeah, so you have one healer's kit on you. You can add that to your inventory.
Yes.
Hell yeah. Hey, Ulrich, you ready?
Silence. You don't actually. You didn't see him this whole time, and then you look over, and he's already sitting in the longship, ready to go.
Everyone's
Perfect.
like, "Oh shit, where'd he come
Hide and
from?"
seek champ.
All right, so the longship is shoved off, and it's an interesting experience. It's almost as if it's an extension of the spelljamming vessel itself, and you realize this isn't like a normal longship that most like water-bound ships would have. This is as if the part of the ship has been detached and is moving along, because you don't feel like you're piloting this longship itself. You have a feeling that it is remotely piloted by Lysandra from the bridge.
They don't even trust us, guys.
Why would they?
Also, you realize there's no oars or like onboard motor or anything that can push the longship through space, so you have a feeling that that's a possible module.
I mean, if
Cough.
we're tired, when we get back, we can nap on the way back.
Yeah. We can fill it up with explosives if we need to, and just push it back into the dreadnought if we need to. Like after we take everything that we're supposed to.
Ah, okay.
All right.
Maybe.
So
Man the torpedoes.
the longship brings you to the back of the galleon. I'm not going to use nautical terms because I'm going to get them wrong. And I don't need people yelling at me that I don't know how to ship.
Aft.
But you're brought to the back of this galleon where the mangonel typically is used. And with that, I'm going to show you guys
It's a map.
a map.
It's a map.
You can't say that without me wanting to sing the song.
Sorry.
And
Like-
by the song, I mean the children's song.
Yeah, the Dora
I'm gonna
song.
say yeah, that one. Yeah.
It's playing in my head. I'm not gonna lie.
I'm glad
That's what
I'm not the
I
only
get.
one.
There's a video I'll link to you guys later that's adult Dora the Explorer, and it's not like gross in that type
Okay.
thing, but like
I think I know
it's not like it's
exactly
not
what
like
you're talking
XXX.
about.
It's more of a comedy thing. It's more of a comedic like what if
You-
Dora had cocaine type stuff.
You said
think I know
adult,
exactly
and
You
I
know
got
exactly.
worried.
Yeah.
It's the channel is I mostly blame myself if you know that, but they're an improv. group.
Anyway.
All right. But you guys find yourself on the back of the ship. As you can see, there are stairs leading down to the main deck. And actually, I'll reveal the other half because you kind of see across this pretty well. Give me one moment to reveal that for you. The other half, the forecastle. I know that term. Where the ballistas are loaded typically.
Oh, I have to see what's new in maps and close that off. There we go.
Ooh, the little ship. Oh my god. Okay.
And that's our long ship. Okay.
No, that is the back of the
We got.
We're
over
there.
Yes. Mental note: make a longship map.
Make a long ship map. Something's gonna happen on that long ship.
You can blame James now. Now that I have the idea.
That's on me. Yeah. First thing I would like to do is I'd like to kind of try and sabotage this catapult thing.
Why?
I mean, it's easy to do. You can just kind of go in and cut the load-bearing ropes and everything there, kind of make it usable.
Yeah. It's I'd like to make it unusable because this is, I mean, we're kind of trespassing now, so we don't want to like piss them off and have let them have something to shoot if they do decide. Thinking a little ahead of that, like this could go bad. So yeah, disabled a big weapon that was just unguarded right here.
Yeah,
Sure, hope we
easily
don't
done.
need
You
that.
just hack away at some of the ropes that kind of hold the tension. And when you do, can I have you make a dexterity saving throw?
Dex saving. I think. Yep. That's a dirty
goodness.
20. Not
All
that
right,
one.
you hack the rope holding the tension. It snaps, and you manage to pull your hands back as the thing goes
Yeah.
and crashes down. And you realize that if you weren't fast enough, your hands would have been caught in that.
I just laugh maniacally, like ha 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 ha. Good signs.
But it's also was a very loud, sharp sound in what it was a relatively very dark, silent ship.
All right.
Is it echoey?
It echoes, yeah.
Okay. I want to kind of look around this area that I keep clicking on the wrong screen. I want to look around here and just kind of see what is going on this ship.
Make an investigation check.
Can do. I rolled a 7.
It's a ship.
I like this ship, guys.
Who's piloting Ulrich? Is it me?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
You can just pilot him for combat. I know where they need to use him for out of
Well,
combat
he
things,
also
if
would
it's easy.
be also investigating the ship, is why I
He would
asked.
be. He'd be looking for hiding spots, shadows.
What do I need to roll for him?
His investigation, so whatever that is on his skills.
That's it. I just rolled a 20, right?
Yeah.
And then add
Someone-
whatever his investigation is. Which is a +4 for
Plus
him.
4 for him.
Nine,
So
13?
he rolled a 13? Yeah.
Okay.
It's a ship.
It's a ship.
No, he looked through. He looks a little closer, and he this area is actually pretty well maintained, almost as if it's not that much used. Because you have to remember, the Listless Surveyor is a science vessel.
Mhm.
You have a feeling that the mangonel was there at the behest of the captain of the ship, not the leader of the expedition. But it hasn't been used often. It's actually the wood is clean, finished. You have a feeling this weapon's not used that often, at least in what this ship does.
Okay.
What does this ship do? Were we
Science.
told this?
Science stuff.
It's
Yeah,
a
we
sci-
were
it's
told.
a science vessel.
Oops. I mean, yeah. I knew that. Now that I have access to my notes again. Alright. Where is the door to the insides?
There are 2 stairs that lead down to the main deck.
It's we knocked pretty loud. Is there any sounds of anything that's maybe knocking back?
Make a perception check.
Perception. +3. That's a 16.
As you sit and you listen,
Close my eyes.
there is no sound. No indication of anything running up to respond to the sound you made.
Well, I think they're all still asleep, guys. Do we want to sneakily
Let's
go down the
go wake 'em
stairs?
Sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's go inside.
Yeah, let's explore.
All right.
Should we take the separate stairs? Should we take the same stair?
Oh yeah, do they both look like they go down to the same area? Like they're
Yes,
just like
they both go down to the main deck.
kind of an
Okay.
up
So
or a
take-
down.
Let's
Yeah.
take separate stairs still to like sneak attack if we need to.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm going down
Bam.
this stairs.
All right, yeah, split the party. Perfect, perfect, perfect.
Yeah.
Oh.
You're right.
Oh?
Oh.
It's magic.
O'Reilly.
Do we need to? Do we make stealth checks?
Oh yes.
No.
Quietly. We
So,
quietly.
As you
stealth.
go down to the main deck, the deck doesn't look as clean as the mangonel deck. There's definitely been signs of some kind of struggle. There's, chips and notches everywhere on the deck and the side and the wood where, fighting happened. You could also see pretty clearly, especially to you, Ezreal, being a doctor, that there were signs of blood that has been scrubbed away. But not in the way of, but not in the sense of to clean it. But it definitely feels like where the blood is big, because you can see it's stained on the wood. It has been gouged out as if it's being collected.
That's terrifying.
And as you guys come down, you see that there is an individual behind the mast, kind of knees drawn up to chest, hugging the knees, face down, and rocking back and forth. Their back is to you. They haven't made any indication of knowing you are there.
I'll come up sort of here, watching, knowing Ulrich would just be sort of coming down. Sorry, I'm gonna drive him a little bit, kind of get behind in a way.
would,
He would
yes.
sneak over. He would sneak behind. Do we need to roll a stealth check for him for that?
You can go ahead and do that, yeah.
Okay.
What is it? A 20?
Yeah.
Again?
D20, yeah. +8. So
He has rolled a 23.
Yeah, or it kind of presses himself into the shadow of the mast,
Nice.
ready to make a move.
damn. All right.
What way is he facing?
He is facing towards Xyler, but his face is kind of buried in his knees.
Yeah, it's I'm kind of get up and then because he's sitting down, I'm gonna crouch down and sort of like reach out my hand in a way, still not like within a grabbing, like they can't grab at me, but like kind of reach out my hand, try to make eye contact with them, be like,
Yeah.
"Are you? Do you need help? Are you okay?"
They make no indication of acknowledging your presence, but they're actually muttering something to themselves as they're kind of rocking back and forth. And as you kind of get a better look at them, you see that they're wearing clothes that a crew member would wear.
So
Although
they
they
might
are
be-
tattered and bloodstained. Their skin is incredibly pale. Which is off-putting, especially because they are a human.
Kind of
And
glance.
you kind of see going up their neck, where the veins would be, are black. And as they kind of look towards you and make eye contact with Xyler, their eyes are almost completely like, looks as if they are cataract, but they see you. But they are still rocking back and forth, muttering.
Can I try and listen to what they're muttering, like
Yes.
make out what they're saying?
He simply is rocking back and goes, "How could he see me if he has no eyes? How can he speak to me if he has no head? How can he see me if he has no eyes? How can he reach into my mind if he has no tongue? Where is his head? Where is his eyes? How can he reach out to me? How can I complete what he wants me to do if he has no mouth to speak the orders?" It's the
Can I
various...
roll, like,
Yes.
Arcana or religion to figure out if I could recognize who that person's talking about.
Make a religion check.
This character, this person scares the shit out of Elodine, and she is not going near them.
Ezreal
Persephone?
really wants
F8.
to like get in line of sight of the person.
Oh, I rolled 2.
and-
Sorry, 1 second.
And
Mhm.
they're
Redo
like,
that.
hey buddy, are you okay? Are you able to talk to us? Please communicate with us. Please stay in contact so we can help you.
There we go. Day 16.
Okay. So, before we get to you, Ezreal,
Yeah.
Teo, as you're listening to this, you don't recognize it as a followed religion, but there is a very weirdly uncomfortable overlap with what he is muttering to what your dreams have been since you've had the amulet. You're not sure if the connection is direct, but there's enough of an overlap for there to be a concern.
After Ezreal's saying, can I like scan the room for like where like if there's like a scuffle, like evidence of things being dragged? Can I see like a trail of that, like where it's going?
Yes, we'll get to that in a moment. Ezreal, as you kind of reach your hand out, his eyes snap to you, and he doesn't say anything. He just goes, "Did you hear his call too? How can he call others if he has no head? How can he call others if he has no eyes, no tongue, no hands with which to reach out? Are you here to follow his orders too?"
I'm here to help you. I'm here to help you. What's going on? Can you tell me what's going on? How are you feeling? Are you experiencing any weird things? Please talk to us. We're here to help.
He looks up towards the space and goes, "He calls, he tells us, he orders us. Find him, find his parts, find his head, find his eyes, find his tongue, find his hands. Find him, rebuild him, bring him back. You must have heard the orders too if you were here. You must join us."
Elodine starts looking around the room for something to restrain this person.
Yeah, it's did we get a description of the two people that we're supposed to kind of try and bring back alive?
Yes. So the two people was Captain Nichols. He is a furbolg,
Okay.
big, giant-kin, furry. This obviously does not match Captain Nichols' description.
Yeah.
No.
Does this match the scientist's description?
Professor Anders is a halfling.
Professor Anders, so not
Yeah,
neither
and
of them.
she is described as a dark-skinned halfling.
Okay. I'm gonna try and get their attention back to me, to recognizing that like maybe we need to keep bouncing their attention. Do you know where the doctor is? Do you know where the scientist is? Do you know where the professor is? Have you seen Anderson? Do you know where Anderson is?
We all followed the orders. He all called to us. We all answered. Those who were weak were butchered and sacrificed.
Elodine pulled out a rope from her
you
bag.
you can find some rope on the main deck.
Cool. Anyone good with knots?
We who survived. We who survived.
Is it
Follow his
Ulrich?
orders. We look for the eyes. We look for the mouth. We look for the head. The head. The head is here. We find his head. We bring him his head. He welcomes us.
Have you found his head?
His head is here.
His head is here?
He speaks to us through his head, but he has no eyes. How could he speak if he has no tongue?
Where
How
is
could he see
your-
us if he has no eyes?
Hey, Zyler.
Mhm.
Hey, Zyler. Maybe not.
Hey, if you want to get their attention and ask other questions, go for it.
I am.
He's
starting
telling me
to
you are not here to
restrain
follow
this
his orders.
person with
the-
the rope.
Where's his head?
You go to,
We want
you go to
find his
restrain
head.
him, and he turns, and he has like a dagger, and he cuts your arm, Elodie.
Fuck.
You take 1 point of slashing damage.
Ah, fuck, guys. See, this is the issue.
We want
He
to find
calls
his
for
head.
you. He wants your blood. He wants your sacrifice. Everyone roll initiative.
It's like, wait,
This
we
is
want to find his
supposed
head.
to lose it.
Okay, initiative it is. Sure, I rolled a good number.
I rolled a 2 plus 5. I rolled a 5.
20.
I rolled a 10. Elodine's 3. Tail 11.
And Ulrich rolled a 12.
Nice.
All right, yeah, hold those numbers. I'll roll them down in a moment.
Sure,
Okay,
sure.
fine.
Sorry, we just kind of went off.
Yeah. All right. So Elodine, what'd you roll?
3.
Ezreal?
19 plus 1, so 20.
Zyler?
10.
Auric?
12.
Persephone?
5.
Tayo?
11.
All right. Hey, no one rolled the same.
We didn't do too bad of circling this one person that we can now beat up.
Like, we all slowly got closer as he was rambling. Like, okay.
Yeah, but no, sure,
Then he pulls out a
absolutely.
knife.
And then he stabs my arm.
I pulled a knife, so now we gotta go.
Now it's go time. We are. I'm just going to pull this up. Boom. Boom. Okay. We are top of the order of round 1 with Ezreal first.
Okay. I cast command and I say
Okay.
relax.
What's the check for command?
It's a wisdom check.
What they got beat?
Alright. That is an 18.
Yeah, no, that saves.
Damn it.
Damn.
As you issue your commanding word, you feel your magic go on and settle into his mind like it usually does, like a normal process, but you almost feel like there's something else in his mind helping him resist that.
Okay. No, that's it. Next.
Okay. You guys are in the back of the party, so Zyler, Teo, and Persephone. You hear movement from the quarters here.
No, I hate it.
Oy, 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 oy.
Just gotta make sure I have the right sheet. So I did a silly thing where I named monsters, not the sheet with the block is. I'm my fucking self now. I don't know what the fuck this is. And the door bursts open, and you see 2 more crew members come out. These ones look different. While the one at your feet has tattered clothes, he looks like he might be like a bilge rat or something. These crew, their clothes look a little more put together, but you can see in this the way they hold themselves in their eyes and the bludgeoning weapons they hold that they are much more mad. Their madness has consumed them more than the man at your feet. You definitely feel like that they didn't.
And
that
they don't.
They're snarling and frothing at the mouth.
They don't fit the description
No.
of the professor or the captain, right?
Nope.
Okay. Persephone just kind of yells out, "We don't have to keep any of these guys alive!" Just to remind everyone.
They did not tell us these people would have rabies.
Just it's not my turn, but we don't have to keep them alive. These are not the people.
These ones are expendable.
But they're also on the crew. I mean, we can try.
But they stabbed you already, Eladine.
I'm bleeding. We have to be nice to them.
Eladine.
All right, that is their turn. They just spent their turn running out. Ulrich, you're up.
Ulrich's turn.
What does he have?
Yeah, what would Auric do in this situation? I'm pretty sure
He's
he's
gonna
just
go after
gonna
the guy
like.
right in front of him.
He would
He's gonna
definitely
use
use his rapier and just like stab.
He's
the
just
moment he
that's what I was
stops.
thinking. Is like he's just gonna use the rapier on the guy in front of him.
Yeah, sneak attack will apply because
Okay,
you have
that-
a flanking bonus and an ally bonus.
What does that mean then? What do I do
That means
differently?
that's the bonus damage.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Okay. Okay.
But you can roll your attack at advantage because it might not look it because of the way the grid is, but Xyler.
I'm like just out
no.
of reach, but also now that it's gone in, I'll probably like
So
step
it would
forward
be-
with that initiative to be like, okay,
It'd
we
be
can
what I
fight.
roll plus the hit DC, right?
That's correct.
And 11.
Did you roll with advantage?
Oh, what does that mean?
Roll another.
You
D4.
roll
Roll
twice.
again and take the higher.
Yeah.
Roll twice?
Yeah.
Okay. I did not.
So
That's
roll
great.
another one,
number.
and that is a lot higher.
That's so
That's
great.
much higher.
It's
That's good.
16. 16
Six.
plus 6, 22.
22 very much hits.
Okay. And then it's just 1d8, right?
Mm-hmm.
Plus the sneak attack damage, which should be on his character sheet.
Damage at 2. This is 2d6.
Yes.
So 1d8 plus the 2d6.
Yes.
Nice.
So the first is 10, and then 1, and then 6, 16.
16 damage.
16 total.
Okay. So that man is dead.
Oh.
Wonderful.
You
Auric just
stab
goes
him.
up. You're not allowed
you
to
just
do that.
Stab him through the throat. His mad mutterings and ramblings are choked as blood kind of fills his throat and pours out of his mouth. And he reaches towards the space. And like in the last gurgling word, he speaks. I failed. I'm going to need everyone but Persephone to make a dexterity saving throw.
Oh no.
Oh no.
+3. Okay.
See, it's good to stay away from
Okay.
mad people.
It is good to stay away from them.
It
You're
is.
correct. I was
Oh, no.
terrified, and
Oh
yet.
no.
Oh no, indeed.
Let's try a new character sheet.
All right. So we'll go from this. Teo, what'd you roll?
3.
Okay. Xyler.
Dirty 20.
Ezreal.
12.
Elodine.
Also 12.
And Auric.
Oh,
2+. It makes sense. It's reverberating through the rapier.
a 6 total.
Okay. So,
To be honest, I did roll a nat 1.
It's better than that.
Honesty's sake.
all right. So as the body hits the ground and he gurgles out that last death rattle, you watch in kind of a weird abject horror as the body swells, as almost like a corrupting energy within is expanding, and then it explodes outward in just a dark mist.
The body.
Teo and Auric, you're going to take 8 necrotic damage. Xyler, Ezreal, and Elodie, you're going to take 4 necrotic damage.
Oh.
Necrotic? Oh my lord.
You said 8?
Yes.
I have resistance to that. Would
I can't update on his sheet for anything.
Oh,
so I have
You'll
write
have
it
to just
down.
write it down.
Yeah,
I have
Yeah.
we'll just write it
so-
down. We'll update later.
I have
I
defenses
have
against
resistance
necrotic.
to necrotic damage.
Yeah, resistance as well.
Do I?
So then that 4 will be reduced even further to a 2.
Perfect.
Oh, I
Yay.
don't.
heal
I'll
up to
take
that.
the 4 damage.
How would I see if he has anything? I assume he doesn't, but
If you look on
let me
his
pull up
character
his-
sheet, underneath the health, there should be a defenses and conditions box.
And
it
he
would
doesn't.
say
He
resistance
his
against.
only
Okay,
defense is
there you go,
against
yeah.
magical sleep.
okay.
All right. But yeah, with that build your dead, now you have the 2 mad crew members behind you.
Oh god.
And can I? What is this damage that you all just took?
Necrotic damage. You'll just do normal. It's if you have any conditions that means that you're weak against necrotic damage, that's when it would matter. But at the moment,
Or-
you're just minus.
Or in the case of Xyler and Ezra, how they had resistance.
right,
Yeah.
exactly.
Okay. Okay.
All right.
So that's a new one. So
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
No, so just so you know, 9 times out of 10, the type of damage won't matter.
Yeah.
okay.
There's very rare situations, like in the case of resistance or weakness, that damage type would matter.
Mm-hmm.
cool. Okay.
So,
Cool.
yeah.
To the viewers at home, I'm a new D&D player, so
Bristen's
this is why
first
the questions get
campaign.
asked.
That's a good way to
Yes.
learn. That's a good way to learn.
It is. So
All right, is that your turn, Auric?
yes. I mean, he killed a man, so I don't know what else he can do right now.
Teo, you're up.
Okay, this is considering I just lost a third of my health. This might be a really dumb move, but I'm gonna go forward. Wait, I pressed the wrong screen.
I've done that so many times. Like tried to move on
There
the
we go.
group screen.
Gonna move forward so that, assuming that this is like 10. This whole area is like 10 feet.
Yeah, every square is 10 feet.
Oh, I see the squares now. Okay.
Yeah, they're subtle. Thank you, Dungeon Draft.
Yes.
So 5. It's my hit peak. But I'm gonna use Arms of Hadar.
Okay. What's the range of that?
10 feet in a sphere in a circle around me.
Oh.
Ooh.
But yeah, everyone, there are rulers, so you're able to. So you're good, basically.
Oh.
You will only hit the 2 crew members.
Okay, work. So that is 3d6, and then make a strength saving throw of
Okay.
14.
All right.
I kind of am 10 or 11 feet. Like it can be shifted either way.
You're fine.
Okay.
I say you're fine.
Okay.
All right. First one rolled a 15. Second one rolled a 5.
So the one who rolled a 5 gets 11, and then the other one gets 5.
All right.
And the one who takes the full damage can't take reactions until their next turn.
Okay. Excellent. So you roll up. What do your arms of Hadar look like?
I think after hearing what that guy's talking about, how it sounds so similar to what is happening to me, and seeing that him explode, and seeing these other people being mad, I'm panicking. And so I'm just running forward. I just want these guys to not be here right now. So I'm running forward, and you see him like instinctively like put his hands like this and go downward, and through that spikes come up made of starlight from the floor.
Excellent. Just as a note, we might need to discuss the change in the name of some spells, just for like, flavor reasons.
Oh yeah.
Understandable.
Hadar is not like a being in the world. That's neither here nor there.
Right.
It's just Tails weird star
Yeah.
bullshit.
So
Weird
you,
star bullshit.
You put your palms on the floor of the ship. A circle of starlight appears and it just lances the crew members. The second one, crew member B, is looking on death's door. Crew member A is more or less fine. Is that your turn?
That's all I can do right now. Yeah.
All right, Zyler, you're up.
Well, I mean, I figure if we're already gonna be, we know that we're gonna fight. I'm gonna and go after crew B. I'm gonna attack
Okay.
him with my hatchet. Just turn around, like I guess we're fighting, and yeah. Let's
All right,
do
go
that.
ahead.
Roll that attack. That is a 13 to hit.
13 hits.
All right. Damage. Oh, nope, that's going to roll it a hit again. Ignore that one. This one's going to be damage. That's 4 damage.
4 damage.
Bonus
He
action.
is still up. Barely.
Bonus action. Do my second attack. Second hand with my sickle. Run that. That's an 18 to hit.
18 hits.
1d4 plus 1. That is 4 damage.
All right, that is enough as you cut down the mad crew member B. Their
Hatchet.
body hits the ground
Hatch it
and
into
doesn't
like
explode.
Oh, perfect. Hatch it into like the side, and then the sickle just right up on the throat and rip it.
Yeah,
We're ready. I'm
The
going to
spray
go
of-
gross if we need to. Like
with
we're-
a spray of blood, the crew member hits the ground. There's a slight twitch as the rest of the life leaves the body. But one of the crew members has been slain.
None of these guys match the descriptions, right?
No.
I clarified that
double
before
checked
I
that
yelled we
so
can
many
kill
times.
them.
Yeah, I want to make sure, just that we're not throwing a dead body into that sarcophagus and chaining it up. Be like, we thought we were coming back alive. We only have one sarcophagus and 2 people. That's a later time. Sorry.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
It'll fit. We'll just
And an
jab
artifact.
him in there
And an
close the lid.
artifact.
The artifact is what's supposed to go into the sarcophagus.
Right.
So
I wonder
we're
if we
gonna
can
have 2
shove
bad
at least
people.
one person and an artifact in there, maybe.
Oh man.
The artifact may or may not be a head.
An artifact may or not be a person.
So no head.
Well, it's a head with no eyes, no mouth.
No arms, no legs.
Why would a head have arms and legs? That's a body, right?
Well,
Real
I'm
monsters.
gonna make some notes real fast. Hold on.
I was like, it's the real monsters, dude. He holds his eyes up and he's got the armpit
yeah, that's
hair.
true.
Some notes have been made. Okay.
Oh,
All right, is that your
dear.
turn, Siler?
That is my turn.
Alrighty, Roo. Let me just check something. Okay. Out of the door where the crew members ran out comes another bilge rat looking individual. They have a similar look towards the one that were killed. You know, the pale skin, cataract eyes, the black veins. And
Okay.
he's just gibbering madly as he swings like a sharp piece of wood at Zyler. That's going to be a 12 to hit.
That just barely hits.
You are going to take 3 piercing damage as he gets stabbed by a piece of wood.
Perfect. 3 piercing.
All right, that's his turn. Persephone, you're up.
Are there any open containers in this room?
No, this main
Okay,
deck has been
cool.
surprisingly cleared.
Cool. I don't really want to get close to them. They're scary. What can I do here? I can take my dagger and toss it at them. That's what I
Yes, you
do.
can.
Okay. At the crew, not the villager, is who I'm going
Okay.
to toss it at.
All right.
Ooh.
Plus 5, 20.
20 hits.
Okay. And then in a 5 damage.
Nice.
All right. He is considered on death's door as your dagger throws and it catches him right in the chest, and that's how it.
Okay. And technically, I can use my other dagger. It says the range is 20.
Yeah,
Right?
that would be a
Okay.
bonus action attack.
Yeah. I'm gonna do that too then.
All right. Same guy.
Yep.
All right.
10.
The crew member does that. Barely misses.
Okay. Okay, that's my turn.
All right. Elodine, you are up.
Yo. Okay, so I have a technical question about my armor.
I have a technical answer.
It says arcane armor, create armor. As an action, you can turn a suit of armor you are wearing into arcane armor, provided you have smith's tools in hand. Is that something that I have to do every time I want to engage my armor, or is that a thing I did in order to create
I would
the
say
armor?
that you did that to create it earlier.
Okay.
So your armor is that power armor.
Cool. So I can just use my armor as...
That'd be more if you're swapping sets of armor or something, or you
Cool.
lose your armor for whatever reason.
All right. With that in mind, then, I'm going to do... So we'll say 5, 10, 15, 20, 30, so I can get over this way. I do not want to engage in these crazy peoples. But I do want to produce flame and throw it at the crew member A.
Okay.
23 to hit.
23 hits.
4 damage.
4 damage. Your flame blasts across the face, leaving slightly charred skin. Still alive. Although you have a feeling that if his mind was his own, he'd wish he wasn't.
And then as a bonus action, because she is freaked out by these guys, she's going to do a defensive field and gain 3 temporary hit points.
All right. What does your defensive field look like?
It looks like flame coming up around my body, but obviously it doesn't
Yeah.
set people on fire. But yeah, it looks like flame coming up around my body.
Excellent. So you have a shimmering field of flame engulfing you now.
Yeah.
What color are the flames?
They are just typical. She likes the red and orange, yellow kind of flames looking.
Okay.
All right. Is that your turn?
And that's going to be my full turn.
All right. Top of the order with round 2. Ezreal, you're up.
Really fast. Can we take a quick BRB for feeding pets, bathrooms, all that?
Can we do it after the fight?
If
Yeah,
we can
after
finish
the
it
fight we
after
can.
the fight, I just don't know how long the fight's gonna go.
I understand
It
that.
shouldn't go that long.
Okay.
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 All right. Ezreal, you're up.
Yes. I cast Sacred Flame on which one of them? The closest one to me.
All right. The Bilger.
Yeah, that one.
Okay.
My dice fell on the floor. Okay. Okay. I think a 22 hits.
You
Right?
did Sacred Flame, right?
Well,
Sacred
yeah,
Flame is
that
a
just-
cantrip that
you don't
needs a dex save, I believe.
Oh, that's. Oh right, I didn't read that. Yeah, they have to make a dex save.
They rolled a 4.
Yeah, no. They, in that case, they take 2 damage. Wow, radiant.
Nice.
All right. The sacred. What does your Sacred Flame look like?
It just looks like a blast of light. Very simple.
All right. The divine light whoosh, engulfs the Bilger, leaving him worse for wear. Is that your turn?
Yeah, that's my turn.
All right, excellent. Cool. It's the crew member's turn. He is realizing the situation. He is going to beat his chest with his club and then let out a maddening war cry. I'm going to need everybody to make a wisdom saving throw.
Oh man.
Oh man, I don't even get a plus on this.
Including the Bilger.
That would be a 20, right?
Yes.
Okay. That's
Oh,
dyslexia right there. Yeah.
I can't kill Cricket, right? Again, just to clarify.
He will not die.
No,
he will
if
just be
if
down.
he goes down, it's an auto stabilize.
Okay, that's great.
Poor Cricket.
Oh no.
Oh.
All right. Let me just go through this. Okay, so the Bilger succeeded on the save. All right, Ezreal, what'd you roll?
I rolled a 2 plus 6.
All right. Auric got a 1. Teo, what'd you roll?
15.
All right, Teo, you save. Xyler, what'd you roll?
Nat 20. Way to waste it, I know.
You save. The Bilger saves. Persephone, what'd you roll?
8.
All right, you did not save. Elodine, you got a 20.
I got a nat 20.
All right, you save. So everyone who saved, you are going to take 4 psychic damage.
Oh.
Man.
So does the Bilger. Everyone who did not save, that would be Ezreal, Persephone, Auric. You're take 8 psychic damage.
If we have resistance, take half of that, right?
Yes, that's correct.
To psychic, yeah. Man.
Yeah, so he just beats his chest and lets out this war cry laced with madness and pain and rage. And it assaults all your senses. And that is going to be his turn.
And to be clear, I just take 8 off of my sheet, right? To see.
Yes. Yeah. All right. It is now Auric's turn. A trickle of blood down the ears from where the war cry affected him.
Well, he is going to join them up here, and he's going to take the rapier on the crew member.
Okay.
So that's...
So you can temporarily share the space with Xyler to do that, but you'll need to step out of the
Okay.
space by the end of your turn.
Oh, I will shift for
Okay.
sure if need be as well.
14.
14 hits.
Okay, and then... a 10.
The crew member, you stab him. As he's done, so it kind of happens in slow motion. He lets out that war cry. Auric is affected by it, gets low, runs up, and by the time he finishes the war cry and is like raising his weapon to attack, Auric is underneath him, stabs up with the rapier, bottom of the jaw through the top of the head. And the crew member shudders, and then his body goes limp as Auric pulls the blade out and the body hits the ground. Silenced.
Okay.
Okay. No necrotic damage with that one.
Nope.
Perfect.
And as a bonus action, he's gonna take his dagger into the
Okay.
other guy.
All right, roll to hit.
It's an 8.
That one does not hit.
Okay. That's it then.
All right, and Auric goes to back off. All right. It is now Teo's turn.
Okay. How hurt is this guy looking? The Bilger?
Real hurt.
Okay. I'm going to cast Frostbite on him. He makes a con save of 14.
Okay. That's a 5.
Okay, he is going. He's 6. 1.
Oh no.
All right.
So you just see Teo's his right hand covered in frost and just slaps this guy across the face.
He looks more confused than hurt. You know, you're here to fight for the death. He watched his companions get cut down in front of him, and then this person just slaps him.
Slap him. Where's the head?
If I could I mind link with this guy?
Sure. What are you gonna say?
Ooh.
Actually,
Who do
no.
you follow? I need
No?
a name.
Make a wisdom saving throw when you mind
I was
link.
about to
Okay.
be like, oh man.
Okay, that's 10.
I'll say that's good enough.
Okay.
You mind link, and usually when you link, it's like, you know, your minds kind of share this connection. It's, you know, sometimes mostly a pleasant experience because you're sharing minds, but this time it is as if you went full speed into just thorns and brush and just everything. You almost feel like you get just constantly someone's in your ear mentally screaming at the top of their lungs, but you manage to fight through that and get through there. And his mind, it's a mess. It's a mess of madness, a mess of rage. He doesn't form a coherent thought for you, to answer your question, but you do see snippets, flashes of something, what you assume could be when he initially was afflicted by whatever is causing this madness, what he saw. And what you see in a very flash is a charred stone throne. Sitting upon that is a cloaked figure that clearly is not fully put together. And that's all you can get out before whatever is in his mind guarding it kicks you out. Is that your turn?
Yeah, it's the end of my turn.
All right. The Bilger. His turn. He screams and shouts as he's thrashing around, and he takes his dagger, and he actually takes it and stabs it into his own stomach. And that is enough damage. And as he just kind of rips it out, you can kind of see that he has a corrupted smirk on his face as you watch as his entire body starts to bulge like the other one, and it explodes.
Okay.
I'm going to need Xyler, Teo, and Auric to make dexterity saving throws.
Oh, I should be throwing with advantage, right? If I have proficiency?
No.
Yes or no? Okay.
Proficiency just means you get more.
Oh, that's right.
More
That's right.
number. Bigger number.
Gotcha. Well,
Are we all doing a dex save? Wait.
No, just the 3 of them.
Thank you.
but
14.
Nice.
All right, so 14 saves. 8 does
Great.
not save. Natural 20 saves.
But I do have resistance still, so
So
if it's necrotic.
So Xyler, so everyone, thanks to your resistance, Xyler, everyone's going to take 5 necrotic damage as, again, that corrupting mist bursts out from the body as he just kind of rips his dagger out of his stomach.
Is
And
that
his
the
body is no more.
is that the already halved then?
Yeah, that's
Okay.
it. Everyone takes 5. That's already halved.
Perfect.
And with that last move, it is quiet once more as we leave initiative.
Taylor
Ulrich.
looks rough emotionally and mentally, physically
Yeah.
and emotionally right now.
So does Ulrich.
Oh dear, buddies. All
Yeah.
right.
He's at a 3.
Oh
So
dear.
we gotta heal him
And
up.
he's at a 3, and normally he's at a 24. So he's
gotta
been
hire
through
him.
it.
Might want to do something about that.
Yeah. Persephone can help some too.
I can heal up a little bit as well.
Yeah.
But can we take a very
Yes.
short break?
Yes.
Like,
We
I just
can
need 2
take-
or 3 minutes.
We
Absolutely.
can take a fiver.
Okay.
Ooh, a 5-er.
Fiver,
Ooh.
yeah.
Wow.
Okay.
All right, yeah.
Beyond 5.
See you all in 5.
Be right
See
back.
you on 5. We'll be. Don't touch that dial. We'll be right back. Welcome back.
Woo!
Yay!
For those of you just tuning in, the party has set foot on the Listless Surveyor, the science vessel that they've been tasked with exploring and salvaging and recovering items from. They found a maddening individual talking about something given it orders, but how can it do that when it has no eyes, no mouth, no arms, no legs, no nothing? And then the party fought a bunch of crazy people.
We have already killed 4 crewmates.
They jumped us. I want to make that
Yes?
very clear. They
It
jumped
was
us.
self-defense.
But in their
Yes.
defense, they were mad. In the head, not
In multiple ways.
Yeah.
I'm
All
pretty
right,
sure they're angry too.
I do want to check out this room that we're in and see if there's anything useful
So
or
you are on the
informational.
main deck of the ship.
Still, so it's not like a room; it's just the deck.
Here, let me make it a little easier to see. A little easier to understand.
Let's do
Okay.
that. Fog of War. That's spice.
Ah, the spice.
Spice.
Oh, so when we went down the stairs, like we went down to just the top of the deck. We haven't gone into the ship in any way, shape, or form.
No, you were
Okay.
on the main deck of the ship.
But what
Okay.
is this?
That is a cargo hatch.
I want to check out the cargo hatch. I know that over here is where the people came from.
What is that noise?
Yeah, that's my dad.
Okay.
Okay.
I can't help it. I can turn off my mic, but like, It's just like-
If you want to, you can. But then when you turn it on when you talk, just remember that, obviously.
Yes.
yeah.
All right. Teo, to answer your earlier question before the fight broke out, you said you were looking to see where bodies were being dragged. I think your mic's muted.
It's the cargo hatch, isn't it?
Yes, the bodies were dragged to the cargo hatch.
That's where the trail of
That's
blood
the trail of
leads.
blood going.
What's left of it, because as Ezreal found out, there is a weird thing where it's almost as if the blood-soaked wood has been gouged out of the deck instead of scrubbed out, as if they were trying to
So-
collect it.
So, well, is there any blood left on the planks, or are the bodies just entirely gone? Is there anything
bodies-
to investigate?
The bodies are, besides of the crew members you've killed, 2 of them just exploded.
And when they exploded,
there are-
did they like get on us, or did they just like
They
dissipate?
exploded outward into like a dissipating mist.
One went out with honor. He seppuku'd himself so well.
Yeah. And then there's the 2 crew
Less.
members near the door here.
Yeah, I'm kind of curious about that door.
Okay.
So we need to
Um,
decide cargo hold or door, team.
Yeah. But otherwise, no, there are no other evidence of what would have been other crew members.
Okay.
All right. So I'm checking out this cargo hold, but I am talking to the team as I do this. I'm just like, hey guys, I know that people just came through that door, and we should probably head through that door, but also trail of blood to here. Or not really trail of blood, trail of gouged out blood in the, I don't know what this is. This is weird. What do y'all think?
I think it
Repeat
might be
your
a good
question?
idea to.
I would like to check out this cargo hold.
You know what? I'm terrified, but I'll go with you.
I would like to check out the cargo hold. I just want to double check that there's nobody else going to come out from this area, that we already had 3 surprise people come through.
Do you want to open the door, look around, and shut it real quick?
I mean, we can do that. If we just want to, because how big is that room supposed to be versus how big is our cargo hold? And like, I'm all about checking out the cargo hold. We do need to check that out. I just want to make sure that we're not going to be coming up to troubles as we come back.
Okay, how
Just a
about
heads up. I learned I can peer into people's minds.
Oh?
That's a thing I can do. So when I slapped that guy, the guy that knifed himself,
Did you?
I saw a throne and a person made of body parts.
It's a cool.
We are
So,
all
I have
kind
a
of
good
made of
feeling
body
that
parts.
That cargo hold has body parts. So if you do open that, you might want to cover your noses because the ship's been out here a while.
Oh, I have an idea. What if, gang, we check out the upper, we just like make sure we cover an entire layer or level before we go down to the next level.
That sounds great. I
That's
wanna
fine.
I
Yeah.
wanna pat
Yeah.
Ulrich
Okay.
on the back and use cure wounds on him, realizing that like we're still pretty beat up. So like pat him like Ulrich, how you feeling? Kind of like make sure because like we all took some hits, so I wanna use that
For
on
sure.
him.
Yeah.
That is 1d8 plus 1. Gonna roll that. So he gets 3 HP back.
Love it, love it.
I tried. I tried.
How bad is Teo's health?
Currently at 9.
Okay. Let's see.
Okay,
I can
real.
say I can do my cure wounds as well. One of them. Okay. I guess here's my question. It says in my spells there's 4 slots. So does that mean that's how many times I can use cure wounds?
That's
How many times you
Or
can cast a spell?
spells you
in
can use
general?
at that
Spell?
level. Cure wounds would count towards one of those. So if you wanted to just cast cure wounds, yes, 4 cure wounds. But if you're like cure wounds and
It's the only
plus-
level one I have. So,
Yeah, okay.
I can do that.
Did you
What
prepare your spells before coming out here?
do you mean?
Like in your spell book, if you go to spells, manage spells, you should have the option to prepare a certain number of spells. Because you said Cure Wounds is your only level 1 spell.
And then
Oh,
she
if you go
has
and manage
Oh.
them, yeah.
2
Oh.
seconds.
Oh
Yeah.
wow. No one's told me about this.
Is there like
So
an
after
area effect?
This is a
here
good
any
time
of
to
us
do
have?
that.
Yeah, while they're exploring, take a look and pick some spells.
Yeah.
can I like at least use one cure wound then to help
Yes,
one of the
yes.
two?
Oh,
you-
yeah.
You've already
Absolutely.
had Cure Wounds, so.
I guess Ezreal, who did you? I know yours is probably a lot more
My
intense
wounds,
than
yeah.
mine.
We're
So
all
would
trying
you
to
want
Yeah,
patch
I
each
do-
other up. And then
Yeah,
Ezreal comes in.
Who's like the, who's
Ulrich?
like, who's-
Ulrich is at a
who's
6
worse?
now. He's at a 6 now, where Teo's at a 9.
Yeah.
Teo, what's your
I'll
full HP supposed to be at?
24.
Okay, so they both need to get closer to 24. Then.
Yeah, and I'm at 50% of my health, so if we all get kind of in the same area for a
I can.
So
There you go.
I pull out my dragon vessel. I'm like, hey, I can get a healing potion in this. So there's 3 of us that can heal these 2 guys.
Okay.
3. I'm also hurt.
I can
3 guys.
heal Ulrich for 12 hit points.
Love it.
Okay, that's a lot better.
Okay.
So Urich's back up a little.
So he's at an 18. And then I will cast Cure Wounds on Teo. And that is 1, 8, plus 3. Plus a 10.
That's not bad. Okay, and then I come up to Xyler, and I hand you my little vessel. It's just like a little horn.
Oh, I'll drink from that for sure.
And it's got a potion of healing in it.
What does the potion of healing from your dragon vessel taste like?
Oh, ooh. I imagine it's actually different for whoever drinks it. Because if it's a potion of healing, it's going to be like your favorite beverage, but not beer.
Oh, no, I wouldn't say beer. I'm going to have to think on that.
No, but
though.
that's the one thing that it cannot taste like is all.
Okay.
Ecto Cooler.
Yo, let's go Ecto Cooler. I don't even know what that is. In
What does
this
that
universe,
taste
Zyla
like?
has no idea what Ecto Cooler is, but that
Ecto
flavor,
Cooler
that
is
exact
a-
flavor is perfect. Yes, that's what it tastes like.
High C Ecto Cooler.
There we go. There we go. All right, and so it doesn't tell me what to roll for a potion of healing.
Magic
It'd be a
items,
2d4 plus 2.
2d4.
Do I roll or do James roll?
James will roll
I
because he's
can
the one
roll.
taking the potion.
All right.
Cool.
2d4. 1, 2, plus 2. Gonna roll that. Well, that's 4. Awesome. Did I really roll 2 ones? I did. I love this. I love this for me.
You're like, tastes good, but didn't really help.
This is delicious. This is refreshing. I feel a little bit of a spring in my step, but like maybe it's just a sugar rush.
How much of that is there? Because I'd like a sip too.
I'm pretty sure I can only use this once a day.
If there's like
Okay,
if
that's
there's
fine.
like just a drop for you to taste, like I'll hand it over. But like I drank as much as there was. If there's anything left in there, feel free. If you're just getting flavor taste and it does nothing else, hell yeah.
Okay,
Pass the horn
if you
around.
guys
Sorry
don't-
for being so selfish.
If you guys don't mind, I'd really like to check out the bodies and see if it could be a physical bug rather than just a mental thing.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Check out what's here first, and then check doors.
All right. Well, then, Ezreal, as you look over the 2 remaining bodies, go ahead and make a medicine check.
My only talents. Net
Burn.
20 plus 6.
All right. So with that 26, with the help of your party, you kind of pull them into a more easier to observe location by the mast. You lay them out as respectfully as you can, and as you begin your medical inspection, you pull the clothes off, you move them around. What you can pull from this is, in terms of disease, no disease. There's no bugs, no nothing. But physically, there are a lot of signs of self-mutilation. If you've ever watched Firefly, it very much gives the same energy as Reavers.
Okay.
Self-scarification, maybe some have a split tongue, a lot of self-mutilation. And a symbol keeps popping up among these self-inflicted scars.
Okay.
It is slightly uncomfortably familiar. It is like a swooping symbol, but it's very jagged and sharp lines. It almost looks like it belongs to the bottom part of another larger symbol. But this is the only part that's there. And it could be looked over if someone didn't have as trained as eye as you, but you can see that these symbols are specifically like the bottom half of like a triangle with a swoop up. And it's in a lot of the self-scarification that these people have on themselves. Other than that, physically, they seem healthy. Mentally, you're not sure.
Okay. Well, no, we are sure. Mentally, they are not very well.
Mentally extremely unwell.
Extremely unwell. Yes, so, like, the human guy we found had, like, blackish liquid flowing through his veins or something.
Yeah, it's like his veins were blackened for some reason.
Okay.
But these ones don't have that.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Good for them.
It's difficult because we can't invest or not like we can't check out the bodies of the exploded people because they exploded.
That's tragic.
So tragic.
Does Zarya like point out like the symbol to anybody, as they're like checking the body?
Yes, definitely. I'm like, do any of you guys recognize this symbol?
Ooh,
Those of
yes.
you
Everybody's gonna look at the body now.
Make a religion check if you want to see if you know anything about the symbol.
I'm proficient in that. So what do I do? Does that change anything?
Just roll a d20 and add that modifier. Proficiency just means the number is bigger.
Okay. So, I guess to clarify, by religion it says +3, but then do I add the proficiency bonus?
That is the +3 is the proficiency bonus.
Because my proficiency says +2.
Oh,
So that
no.
mean-
So when it says next to religion,
Huh?
if-
Is that adding in what it would be?
Yeah.
Okay, okay.
If you're proficient, then you need to push that proficiency button next to it and make it light up red.
Mm-hmm.
And then it could change that thing.
Okay, it already says it. Okay.
Okay.
Great. Okay, cool.
I got an 8.
I got
All
a
right.
4.
I got a 4.
Xyler?
I got a 4.
All right. It's
I got
Hey,
a dirty
sit-
20.
to everyone but Elodine, it's just a symbol a person inflicted with severe madness carved into their body. There's some importance because it's clearly left out like that. Elodine, you look at the symbol and something like a memory kind of comes to the surface. Being a nomad of various spelljamming vessels, you get a lot of nautical myths come across your way. A lot of those some of those myths are of a darker nature. One of those speaks of there is a deity that only those who are truly lost to the stars worship, known as the Reaver God. It is a being of madness, anger, pure evil almost. Obviously, this deity hasn't shown up in other pantheons and other religious scholars, because it's just a myth told from spelljamming crew to spelljamming crew. Those who spend their life in space will eventually hear of the Reaver God, and that symbol, while not in its full view, is a part of the Reaver God symbol. That you might not have personal interaction with it, but you always hear a story of someone saying, I found a ship out in the middle of nowhere and I got on there and that symbol was painted on the walls with the blood of the crew, stuff like that. Mm-hmm. It's very sailors' tall tales, but regardless, that's what that symbol kind of reminds you of. That's what it kind of resurfaces in your mind.
Okay. Yeah, no, I definitely, as I'm looking over the body, I've definitely share that with her group. I'm just like, guys, I've never seen this symbol before, but I've had someone tell me about this symbol before, and it's the Reaver God. I don't know much about them, but madness is their thing, and I just thought it was a myth. So yeah.
So we're working on myths and legends.
Yeah. Apparently it's real. That's terrifying. How many doors are in this room?
So you can see that there are 3 doors on the main deck. There's also 2 sets of stairs leading down and the cargo hatch.
We don't want to head down yet, but I am now interested in checking out this door.
Oh my.
All right.
Map.
I am going to, they just walked through the door, but I do want to kind of inspect the door.
Make an
At
inspection
least
check.
try. Oh dear. Investigation. I rolled a dirty 20.
Nice.
All right. You look over the door, and it's a little loose on its hinges because the rest of the people who you fought burst through it, literally.
Mm-hmm.
There is no trap that you can find, and it's definitely not locked.
I figured. Okay, then if everybody's cool with it, I'm gonna open this door Any objections?
Yeah, yeah, I'm cool. Walk in and kick it open.
You're like, yeah,
Just
cool.
like,
Let
up,
me just do it.
Let's go. See if anything knocks back.
Let's go, girls.
Bow, bow, ba, da, da, bow, bow.
Ignore the drawn-in wall because for some reason part of the wall didn't export when I made the map.
Oh, wild.
And I didn't
It's a
notice it until I
beautiful
already
wall.
loaded it in, and it was like 2 in the morning. I was like, fuck this.
No, and honestly, this is our first campaign doing everything together. This is pretty good so far, so thank you.
Legit.
Yeah. All right. This is where you. What
And
you find, what you
Elodine
see.
walks into the room.
All right. The room also has more of those same signs of conflict that the main deck had. Clearly moved what were bodies removed, what was blood was gouged out. It's. You saw how violent those people were, so it's a little uneasy how clean everything is. Even though it's like gouged out of the floor.
There's 3 doors or 4?
4 doors.
4 doors.
Oh, good.
1, 2,
Too many
3,
doors.
4, 5. 5 doors.
5
sorry.
doors? Okay. I'd like to go
Okay.
to the 3rd door down.
Why? Why the third door?
Because it's
Find
3 doors
kryptonite.
down. Yeah, it's my kryptonite.
It's actually uranium, and you're now irradiated.
Oh.
That's where you find the source of madness. Congratulations!
I'm a black
Everyone has radiation sickness.
How many people were in this crew again? What did they say?
Yeah, were we
did
told
we
how
have
many
that?
people
got
were
the
in the
number.
crew?
It was about.
All I
it's saying
remember.
about 15-ish.
All right, 4 down,
Oh.
11 to go.
4 down, 9 to go. We still have 2 alive that we need to bring back.
Right.
Hopefully
right.
they're still alive, but 2 that we need to bring back alive.
There were bonuses if we bring them back alive.
All right, but yeah, you stand in the back half of the main deck, and there are 5 doors.
I don't recommend opening all doors at the same time.
Oh, no, I was just going in and making a joke. I know
Do we
Ulrich would
hear
sneak
anything
in.
from any of these doors?
Oh yeah, can we just like kind of listen behind up to the doors?
Kind of go
I'm
up
gonna
and
go to this
knock
door
on
and
each
listen to
one.
this door. No, no.
No, just a
listen.
light knock. See if there's a knock back.
No knocking.
No knocking, okay.
Listening
Housekeeping?
only.
Housekeeping.
All right, make a perception check if you are listening behind the doors, and if you're knocking on the door, let me know if you're actually doing that.
I go to knock and then
No.
hear no, don't do that. So yeah, I'll listen first.
This first door, I put my ear up to it. I rolled a 17.
No sound.
Okay.
All
Is there
right.
a keyhole?
The door.
Yes, there is a keyhole on this
Uh,
door. I'll
On the
mark
door.
I'll mark the ones with keyholes for you
Okay.
with a yellow line.
You
Key.
go up to this one right
Wow.
here.
There is no keyhole.
I rolled an unnatural 20.
Same.
There's no sound.
No sound.
I got one more door. Who wants to check this last one out? Yorick? Yorick can do it.
Ulrich does, yeah.
Oh, what does he need? What does he need to do?
Roll perception.
It's perception.
His perception's a +2.
A 4.
Love it. He hears no sound.
Yeah, all the doors you check are quiet. The ones with the yellow lines are the ones that have keyholes.
Does our
So there's
perception
a-
checks also count to looking into the keyholes on those with the yellow lines?
It's very dark, so you don't
Okay.
get much of anything. Yeah, with no power to the ship, there's no ambient lighting.
So the only door without a keyhole is the one Teo's in front of.
And the one Ezreal's in front of.
And the one Ezreal's in front of. Okay.
Okay, I want to do something crazy, team. I want to clear this with the crew before we actually do it. I want to use my cantrip and cast light on the door that I'm looking at right now. and look through the keyhole to see if that illuminates on the other side.
That was what I was
It's,
thinking.
you
Don't
touch-
hate that idea.
One object that is no larger than 10 feet in any dimension, until the spend in bright light in a 20-foot radius and dim light for additional 20. Yeah, just to kind of light up. So like my idea is the other side of the door would suddenly light up or glow to see if there's anything, to look through the keyhole to see if there's anything more in that. I want to make sure that that's okay with everybody before I actually do that. Like, hey, I can light this door up to look through.
Elodine gives a thumbs up.
I could take another door if we're in for this plan.
Well, so I mean, I don't know. I think I like that we're all in front of a door, most of us. And that way, like, we can try one door at a time type thing.
I think Teo like thumbs up, but also on the other hand, he readies an Eldritch Blast.
It's a be prepared. We're going to be doing this.
All right. So it's either you cast light on the door.
Cast light on the door. It's a cantrip, so I cast light on the door.
The door erupts in light and illuminates the area you guys are in, and it's blinding when you look through the keyhole. But you're able to kind of squint your eye enough, and this is what you see on the other side of the door through the keyhole.
Okay.
What is that? Is that like
It's
a
a bench.
bench?
I'll kind of step
a
away
bench.
for anybody else that wants to look through.
Blindingly.
Because this is going to be... This can last for up to 1 hour. So if anybody else wants to look through the door to see the bench, I was like, it's a bench. And then I slide aside to take a look.
What a beautiful bench.
It's a bench.
Ah,
Another
yes.
Perception check to
IKEA.
like see if you can glean anything more from the bench.
Yeah. Go make an investigation check as you try to glean more information from the bench.
FA. Plus 2.
Ooh.
12.
It's made out of wood and has cushions. It's hard to tell what the quality of the wood is though, because it's very blinding looking through a keyhole of a lit up door like this.
There's, from what we can tell, this is kind of like pretty empty. We can maybe look about opening the door to make sure that things are good, and then leave the room be and move on to a different room. So I'd like to shift over and try and open the door. Is it
so
locked?
You go to turn the handle and it is not locked.
Okay.
actually.
Okay. I
and
opened
the
the door.
door opens with an ominous creak,
No creaks.
and as you step into the room,
Yeah, I'll step into. I step into the room.
this is the
I
room.
wondered. Okay, so they're not all together rooms. Oh, that's.
A random share.
Oh, hey, guess what?
You found the bridge of the spelljamming vessel.
Oh, look at that.
And that is the helm, the entire thing that powers the whole ship. It allows the ship to be moved. And also, and you all know this being members of Saber Corp, spelljamming helms are worth a lot of money if you can salvage them, because the materials needed only come from one planet, and that planet is controlled very tightly by a merchant cartel. So helms are expensive as hell. And salvaging one not only gets you a lot of money, but it gets you a little bit more of a clout.
Fuck yeah.
Or you can, someone who is able to cast spells can step into the helm and put power back into the ship. But the moment the helm is salvaged, there is no more power on the ship.
I say maybe not salvage it yet, but also don't restore power to the ship yet.
So close to just going and sitting down in that chair too.
We tell
'Cause
like
I don't-
if it's like been messed with anyway.
I've never been able to
That's
drive a ship. I've never been able to like steer one.
You
or
don't have
command
any
one.
magic.
I
to
do have
tune it.
magic now. It's come
If you
into my
have- If
blood.
you have the spell casting class ability, you can
Oh,
fly
okay.
with spell jamming. Yeah. So if you have
Kinda
spell
weird to
casting
mess
as a
with though,
class.
considering the entire ship is covered in
Madness, yeah.
new cultists now.
But no, the helm actually looks pretty well intact. It hasn't been, as far as you're able to tell, it hasn't been sabotaged at all. But you wouldn't be able to fully tell unless you actually sat down and kind of did like a diagnostic sit rep of the ship and its components.
Okay, I'd like to look around, see if there's like, I know this is a long shot, but maybe there's a key to this door for the salvaging
the
area
room?
within the room. Like, you unlock it, you put the key in, you grab the
room
key,
is
you lock it.
pretty bare. Yeah.
Okay.
But the few days you actually spent in the Cannon's Cavalcade, your guys' contracted ship, with Lysandra, you noticed that she always carried a key around her neck.
That's what I thought. Yeah.
Okay.
So you could this could be different crew to crew. Like, it's not like a end all say all, but you can make a safe assumption that whoever the Spelljammer is that in charge of piloting the ship would most likely have the key to the bridge in their quarters and would guard it very closely, because the bridge and the helm is the heart of the spelljamming vessel.
Okay.
If it gets compromised, then your ship is kind of SOL.
With knowing that, I'd like to come back out to this area and just look around to see if any of the people that we killed, any of the
they
people
were
that
not.
exploded, if they had like a key on, it was like, is there a key?
They were not.
Pretty sure it's just
I'll
the
roll,
captain.
I'll roll the perception just to be sure.
I'll tell
He
you
says
right
they're
now.
not,
That's
though.
a
You don't
2,
need to.
So I don't see it
Right now,
anything.
without having to do it, they are not.
Perfect. I think maybe because I rolled a 5.
I think this making that kerfuffle with the first guy and only those 3 people came out, this might be all of the crew that were on this part of the ship.
That's possible.
Okay.
You might have to go deeper.
We have to go deep.
With that thought, Elodine just kind of tests the door she's in front of to see
It's
if it's
locked.
unlocked. It's locked?
It's locked.
Okay. I'm gonna forget about
Hey,
this
this guy's.
door, so it's
This
no
room is
longer-
important. This room's important. It's locked.
It's a
I walk on up.
bathroom,
My
definitely,
unlocked room was also important.
100%.
Your room's unlocked, so.
It was also very important. I touched the door and cast light on it as well.
All right. You do your light door trick. Who looks through the keyhole?
I do. It's my
Alright.
door. I'm responsible.
You look through the keyhole, and this is what you see: a bunch of stacked barrels.
This room's important. There's barrels in there and it's locked.
Elodie, make a perception check as you peer through the blinding door.
Oh, God.
Is this the booze stash? We found the booze closet.
15.
You notice labels on the barrels for rum.
This room's extremely
That room is
important.
very important.
We'll leave this for
rum
last.
and wine.
All right.
We'll leave this for last, but this room's important.
Yeah, I forget about that one and then come over and touch this door that Uruk is looking into.
How many doors can you light?
So this is a cantrip, and it is you touch one object and 20-foot radius.
It's like
Does the other doors unlight
Yes.
as
yeah,
you light
as
up
I
a new
as
one?
I do it, it's
Okay.
like it goes. The other door like just stops glowing, and then this one starts like
So-
glow, glow, glow.
you glow
Oh,
it,
you know what? I could do
but
that. too.
actually, if you look through the keyhole, you can't see much because this door is barricaded on the inside.
Oh, okay.
Oh.
Here takes one step to the side and just motions to Zyler, like,
This door too.
good thing.
But this one doesn't have a keyhole.
Oh, it doesn't.
No, the one that Uruk is on is the one I'm looking
Yeah,
at,
we
and that has
only
a
have
keyhole.
these 3 doors.
Okay.
So barricaded, but we can't even just pick the lock. Which way does the door open? Inwards or outwards? Towards us or away
Inwards.
from us?
Away.
Okay, so the barricade is actually smart for them. Sometimes people barricade a door that opens the wrong way for them.
This is true.
Yeah.
Barricade, you open it like, oh, there's a barricade.
Okay, so that room's barricaded. That's important, obviously. But we do still want to check out these other doors.
Ezreal? How's your door going? How do you feel about that?
I feel pretty good about this door. It's a pretty good door, don't you think? It's like a really beautiful, well-crafted door.
Solid
I like
door.
this door. It's a
Ezreal, is
door.
it locked?
Is it locked?
I put my hand on the handle and try to open it.
It swings open. There's no keyhole.
It's
There's
not
no
locked,
lock.
guys.
Oh
It's
no.
open.
when you peer inside, what you find is a galley,
Okay.
little ship kitchen.
All right, this room is a little less important than the one across the hall.
Elodine pulls out her notebook and like reads aloud as she writes a note. Next time, get map of ship. So we could just like know kind of a layout.
I feel like we're more looking for possible survivors or people hiding in any like room that could be.
I think Teo with like his Eldritch Blast already in one hand, use the other hand to try and open the door.
Yeah.
in front of him.
We all like are slowly gathering and crowding.
You open this door. It swings open also like the galley door, but what you find is just kind of a large room.
A large
You
empty
see
room.
on the edge of one side is kind of like plates and silverware, and you have a feeling that this is a mess hall.
But is it a mess? Something happened in here.
Oh yeah.
There is some food debris, but again, you kind of see those telltale pock marks and gouge marks of them pulling blood off the boards.
There's like that one asshole that doesn't clean up their tray, and there's some food left on the table and then that's it with. Okay.
Yeah, you take a peek and there's a mess hall.
It doesn't lead anywhere. Because that barricaded door has me curious, but also like I don't think there's a way to get there through here.
Yeah. Barricades. We're distracted now. How do we want to deal with this?
Does my armor grant me like any amount of extra strength or something like that?
What armor are you using?
So I traded it out. It's not like special. It's just
I'm sorry, are you using Guardian or
yeah, my
Infiltrator?
Guardian, because it's studded leather that's been infused. No.
So Guardian?
Where am I at here?
If you look in your class feature, I don't think Guardian armor grants extra strength. I could be wrong. It's been a while since I
Oh,
played
okay.
armor.
I don't have it infused actually because I did the homunculus. So never mind. I just have my normal Guardian armor. It doesn't grant me the extra strength or intelligence at this time. So never mind. I'm just gonna do a strength check and just kind of push the door open, see if I can do that, like push through the barricade.
Yeah, there's enough room for two people to kind of power through the barricade. So either one person, so two people can pick. Either one can do advantage, or both can do a strength check. What was that?
Guidance. Guidance.
Okay.
Yeah, I'd like to assist, but like to give the advantage for that roll.
Okay.
Not to
All right,
do the strength
Elodine.
check myself.
So go
All right.
ahead with you and Xyler and Ezreal's guidance, which is a 1d4. Make a strength check at advantage.
Okay, we'll do. That's going to be just a strength. Where's the strength check? So that's going to be my normal strength plus 1, right?
Yeah. So,
And then advantage
yeah.
And then plus d4.
plus d4. Okay, so we're going to do that plus 1 plus a 1d4 roll. 17?
Roll another
All right.
d20,
Oh, right.
and that's the 4 plus 1.
Yeah, no, still 17.
Okay.
Okay. So, you and Xyler brace against the door and push. And as you kind of notice, as you run your hands over the door to get ready to brace up against it, you notice that this side of the door is gouged and pockmarked, like someone was trying to break through this door.
There might be survivors in
success.
here.
And as you push, you put your shoulder into it, you brace yourself, and you kind of drive your shoulder into it, and it doesn't feel like it's going to give, but there's a slight creak and scraping noise, and you do it again, and you slam your shoulder again and again and again, and then over the course of a couple of minutes, you manage to bust it through the door. You hear a on the other side as a wardrobe was pushed against the door, but the door swings open.
I kind of just peek inside.
All right. There is dim light from the outside leaping in, but you see there's a bed, and you can assess that these are quarters of some kind. But
I'm
you
assuming
see,
captain's quarters.
But you see on the bed are legs,
Oh no.
not moving.
Okay.
If you're further in the room, I'd like to also be going into the room a little.
Yeah, I'm actually just gonna step right into the room now.
I'll be in the doorway. Anybody else wants to start lining up to as we slowly feed in one
Check
by
out
one?
this tiny room. Yeah, I'll move over to make room for you, and then that way I can get a better look at this bed with the person on it,
The legs, at least.
the legs at
Just
least.
legs in the bed.
Yeah.
No, it is a full person.
Okay.
Oh good, oh good.
They are dead.
Do they? Do I have to roll to see if they match the description of the two people that we're looking for?
They were a elf, high elf.
Okay, high
You can
elf.
tell by their lithe frame. They're wearing robes that kind of remind you of Lyssandra's robes from your ship. You can make a safe assumption that this is most likely was the spelljammer of the vessel,
Oh,
person.
spelljammer, not captain.
not captain.
Okay.
Sometimes they're the same person, oftentimes they are not.
Okay. Okay.
But you have a feeling that they are the ones who were in charge of driving the ship. But you can see that they are slumped in the bed. Their hand is kind of rolled over on the side of the bed, and at the foot of the bed, where the hand rolled over, there is a dagger with dried blood on it. And as you inspect the body closer, you can kind of see that they slit their own throat.
Oh,
Oh,
Metal.
Self-defense kind of thing.
I'd like to go up and check the body for the key.
There is the key to the spelljamming bridge.
Awesome. I want to take it off of them.
Are you
And it's
gonna lock the
key
door?
that goes to the bridge in their quarters.
Okay. Is there any type of check to make sure that we give them respect or anything that you would like
You don't need to
Make
make
them
a
look
check
like
for
with
that,
that.
but
Just
you can give
kinda
them last
just-
rights.
the last rights? Oh,
Hold,
I'm
yeah.
not just kind of like recognize they took their own life to prevent stuff and express the respect and honor in that. But yeah, take the key and then I'd like to come out and lock this door.
Okay.
And then when everybody else comes out of that room, I'd also like to lock up their room.
Okay.
I am gonna search their room to see if I can find any captain log, ship log, anything like that.
So, make a investigation check.
Okay. That's an 18.
All right. You look around. You find their wardrobe with their clothes. Pawing through it. They're very fine clothes.
I come
If
back
we're
in
speaking
to look.
mechanically, there's a couple sets of fan clothes in there. Their body themselves doesn't have much, just the robes, and their dagger, which is a fancy dagger, but it's a normal dagger. You kind of find a personal chest in the corner.
I was gonna say this little chest over here.
Yeah, you open it up. You can kind of see that there's a couple books. And looking over those books, it's magical books, magical study books, magical history. A lot of boring wizard type books. You find a spell book, as they were a wizard. But it's hard. No one else being a wizard themselves, it's hard to kind of break through the arcane encoding. But you have a feeling to the right people, this book would be worth a lot of money.
I do want to pick up that book
All right, I'll add that to your salvage list.
for sure.
Wizard's spellbook. This is an item that you know for a fact you'll need to get appraised to see its true salvage value. And then next to that spellbook is a small little pocket journal, where if
Yes.
you could pick it up, you can page
See if
through
I can read it.
It's a lot of
I want to scroll to the last page that has anything written on it.
excellent. You go all the way through, and it speaks of the fact that this has been a very boring expedition. I don't know why we had to be hired out to do such a thing, but apparently Anders found the artifact that they were looking for and they brought it aboard. It's a macabre thing that almost looks like a mummified head of some sorts. But they're all giddy about it. It's whatever. Anyway, I suppose I should turn in for the night. It says we're going to be here for a while they secure and study the artifact initially. Perhaps I'll be able to get some sleep now. The nightmares won't awaken me like they have been for the past couple of days since we found it. And that was our last entry.
Okay, I want to scroll back, not scroll, like flip back up a page or two and see if they've, specifically looking if they talked about like their dreams.
No. The
Okay.
first mention of any dreams or nightmares was,
That page.
talking about how they've had nightmares since they've recovered the artifact.
Okay, I am going to keep this journal too.
Okay.
But I do share with the rest of the team that I believe the artifact is like a head. But there doesn't seem to be like anything else interesting in the room, right? Okay.
You do find a coin pouch, though.
I want that coin pouch.
There's about 3 gold in it.
Yeah.
Yeah, like she says that it's a thing with it's a head. I'm like, yeah, the visions I saw from that one guy, it looks like they're making a body for it.
Ew. I wonder if
Yeah,
there's
maybe
more
getting
artifacts
close to
out there and
finishing it.
it's really just a whole body that's been split up into what if guys and Elodine's is like getting overly excited about this thing. It's just like, what if it's a body we have to put together?
You are the Frankenstein.
All right, I think with that, Elodine's pretty good. I'm pretty good at with like heading out of the room.
Guess we go down one more floor now.
Well, we also want to check
Oh,
out.
there's the other side of the ship, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I'll let Xyler, when he steps back in, lock that door up.
Also, he just locks it up as you move out.
Yeah.
You lock the bridge and the Spelljammer's quarters. Alright. There are the 2 other doors on the other side of the main deck and the cargo hatch, and then the stairs going down.
Alrighty. Yeah, do we want to check out the other doors on this level?
I'm about
Assuming
that.
no one's in there, because if they would have come out.
Yeah, I mean, it's safer to make sure and do a sweep and be good. And we have a system. Like, we've done a good-ass system, so...
Yeah.
Yeah.
Our little marker that you know is a keyhole.
Yeah, I'm gonna go illuminate door.
I'm going.
Touch.
Me too.
I'm gonna look around. Can I find like a rock or a pebble or a screw or anything really just small?
There is the wood that the Madden crew members wielded.
Did anybody
Yeah,
grab the
okay.
dagger from the pilot/captain?
No, I thought about it, but I didn't.
Okay.
I can go grab it.
It's back there.
Yeah,
You want it?
I toss you, Teo, I toss you the key. I just remember to lock up, and I want that key back, please.
I think Teo, right before he gets to the room, out of curiosity, sees that the key opens up the booze closet.
Oh, amazing!
The key surprisingly does go to the booze closet.
Oh, nice.
Let's go. I want to keep
Yeah,
that
you
key.
you have you have that thought that maybe this crew just made like a couple blank master copies and handed it out to important people in the crew.
He locks both. He locks that room. Goes back, grabs the knife, and locks up again.
When you grab the knife, Teo, and you bend down to grab it, the slightly withered hand of the pilot grabs your arm. And their head turns and looks towards you, and you can kind of see bubbling out of the slit in their neck are tentacles.
No.
Teo. Find it. Destroy it. And then you blink, and the body hasn't moved at all.
I mean, was already planning on it, but thank you for the positive reinforcement, the validation. Also, what the fuck?
You can't just talk to me like normal fucking patrons.
I think he like clutches like his tentacle pendant.
Mm-hmm.
He just runs out of the room and locks behind him. He's sprinting.
Can I get that key back?
But yeah.
Thank you, thank you,
Thank
thank you.
Do you tell us what happened?
I think I mind link with Ezreal and tell Ezreal what happened.
Since you two have
Okay.
that connection from being previous crew members.
I just go to Ezreal.
Yeah.
I saw it again.
That's not good.
It told me
Are you okay?
It told me to destroy the skull.
Are you sure it was just in your mind, or...
It came out of the pilot's neck, told me to destroy the skull, and I blinked, it was gone.
That's
I think
interesting.
Ezreal fully sees like I'm a Hale fully like swallow like gulp like
Take a breath. Okay.
I think if I see it again, I'll let the other crew know. But for now, I'll begin to destroy the skull.
Okay. Yeah, that might... You might want to do that, yeah. Okay, anyways. Damn.
But yeah. Back to exploration. You guys peer through these keyholes, and you can tell that you can see that they look to be more fancier rooms. Maybe set up to be quarters of some kind.
Does the key work on him?
Yeah.
Yes, it does.
Awesome.
Yeah.
This crew does not have great physical security.
I love this. I love it so much.
Easy for us.
I just gotta nab one guy and they're set for the rest of the ship.
Science vessels, am I right?
We
so
didn't see any keys on the other bodies, right?
No, you did not.
Not yet.
And the ones that exploded didn't like drop shit.
No, they did not.
Okay.
All right.
We got Viscera.
Yeah.
They drop morality, that's for sure.
Haha.
All right. So which door do you want to open first, the top or bottom?
Let's go bottom.
Okay.
Yeah.
You open the door and do you walk in?
James?
Carefully, quietly, possibly stealthily, I would like to walk in.
All right.
I'd like to do the creep.
And as you creep in, make a stealth check.
Oh. Well, that's an 8.
You kind of push the door open, and it starts to swing shut on itself, and it kind of like surprises you. You slam it, and you hear a clang as you open it again.
Okay, open it. I walk on it. Like, okay.
These are quarters, very fancier quarters, and you can kind of look around. You see that there are charts kind of pinned to the walls as artistic pieces and various other such trophies, and you have a feeling that this is the captain's quarters.
Hell yeah, I'd like to ransack it if possible. Ransack. I'd like to search the
Respectfully.
quarters.
Respectfully.
Respectfully.
Make a investigation check.
Investigation. Damn, if only I was smart. That's a 5.
All right, so first things first, you kind of find a little coin pouch on the desk at the edge of the room
Oh, let's go.
that has 9 gold in it.
9 gold. Adding that to mine. I'm keeping that. Sorry, team.
I kept some
I'll
3
split it
gold.
with the crew. And like, finally, if I don't spend it all here, I'll split it with the crew when we get back to the main ship. But yeah.
There's various papers scattered on the desk. There's bookcases filled with a mix of casual reading, along with logs and other, boring administrative items. There's
like
the captain's
log
logs. Yeah, ship
Oh,
logs.
the captain's log. I'd like to read the captain's log.
and ship log.
And ship logs. Captain's
So
log
you
first.
pull them out. Pull out the captain's log, and it's just droll. It's just him reporting the day-to-day of what they're doing this expedition. He's making marks of, people to watch out for morality reasons or disease reasons, or maybe they're acting out. It's not a personal journal, but it is a well-detailed log of their expedition.
If anybody else is coming into the room while I'm looking, because obviously there's nobody else in here, I'd like to hand the book off to the captain's log off to Ezreal, because you mentioned that
Hello.
Look out for morale, look out for disease, look out for whatever. It's this might have information in there that you understand better than me. Ezreal, do you want to take a look through this and go through that? And then I'd like to start looking through the ship log.
Something else I noticed was, well, do you guys think it's weird? Like the Spelljammer was an elf, and their diary or their log is about sleeping and dreaming, but elves don't sleep.
Good point.
That's a good point.
Very good point. Very interesting. Okay, that's something to keep in mind. Definitely.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. No, I'll check out this book log.
Yeah.
Sure.
This looks like stuff that it looks like gibberish to me. Somebody smarter. You're a doctor here.
And as you page through the captain's log, Ezreal, you notice this expedition was for multiple months. You see at some points in the months they had spots of scurvy, but that's been cleared up. You notice that someone had physical injuries, broken limbs, nothing that stands out to you that isn't outside typical spelljamming operations. But you do notice something. The last couple of entries coincide with when they found the artifact, and in there's reports of crew having difficulty sleeping, reporting severely graphic nightmares of violence, which kind of tracks with what the Spelljammer's journal said. There's also a note of concern that the Spelljammer, the pilot, whose name was Gracelyn, as you find out, that she was reporting extreme fatigue outside of normal parameters for being a Spelljammer and a wizard. And there was a slightly concerning note written in by hand, and this one seems like outside of normal reporting. You might just be a personal note from the captain to himself. That's a situation. She's made multiple jokes about maybe I should just go to bed, maybe I should just go sleep, which kind of plays into your earlier thoughts of elves don't sleep.
I kind of want to. Elodine does step into the room, and she wants to check out the bed.
Mm-hmm. It's a comfortable bed.
Yeah, rolled a 10. It's nothing. Just looks like a
down
bed. There's
feathers,
nothing in it.
mattress, down pillows.
I don't find any,
No.
items left behind.
But Elodie, what you do notice is kind of above the bed on the wall, it almost looks like there's something for a weapon to be mounted for display.
Oh, but there's no weapon?
There is an outline of what looked to be a greatsword is no longer there.
Oh.
Okay. Alright. Have we searched the rest of this room, guys?
It's I'm looking as best I can. Anybody else wants to come and help, they're more than welcome to. Otherwise, I'm going to wrap it up and start heading out to go unlock
There is
the
the
other
captain's
door.
hat.
The what one now?
I put the hat on. If I find the hat, I want to put it on.
Yeah, it's a very Barbosa style hat. It's like the wide brim with the big feather.
Oh, big feather. Does it have like the 3-point thing, or is it just like more of a?
It's more of like a wide brim all the way around.
Oh, I love it. Okay, perfect. Like the felt, it's burnt a little.
Yep. It's a
got that
well-worn,
strap.
well-loved hat.
Yep. Okay, I'm a total hipster douchebag now.
big peacock feather.
Oof, love
Oh,
it. I am
gosh.
peacocking
you
as I
need-
strut out of this room.
All you
Bam.
need now is a parrot.
I need a parrot. I'm gonna find a parrot up
You
here.
need a parrot.
Tim Tam hops over to your shoulder,
Let's go, Tim Tam.
acts like a parrot for a moment.
Betrayal.
Wow, nice hat.
Thank you.
Eladine looks at Tim Tam and is like, "You get back over here."
Tim Tam slumps slightly and goes back to your shoulder.
Absolutely not.
They look at you and they mime that they too want a hat.
I was gonna say, like, you know what? This hat is perfect
I will
for
make
Tim
you a
Tam.
hat.
We need to get a hat for Tim Tam like this.
I will make.
If we
Tim
can
Tam a
shrink it,
hat.
if we can build it, whatever. I will give up this hat for Tim Tam. I will.
Tim Tam gives a 2 thumbs up.
Yeah, I would like to.
Makes little R2D2 chirping noises.
You know, open this door too.
Yeah, I'd like very carefully, very like same thing, stealthily, quietly, unlock the door, do my best to, just kind of like just gently go in, and all that fun stuff.
You're
Would you
gonna
like me
roll
to roll
another.
another stealth roll?
Please roll another stealth check.
Rolling.
Oh,
You
just kicked
you
the
open
door
it up. You kick the door open. And you're like, oh, I got you to fix your hat, and then you go to step, and the door closes on you, and you have to push it open again. It's a loud clattering experience.
Ah, okay.
Luckily,
You're as
there
bad
is
as me at
nothing
opening
in
doors.
this room.
Luckily. Does anybody
But-
knock back?
No, but when you look around the room, you notice that it is simultaneously a very austere room that is messy. Like clothes kind of piled up next to the wardrobe. The bed is very unmade. The notes on the desk are scattered in an organized chaos manner.
Okay.
This typically in a galleon is like the state's room. It's like the guest of honor would use this room, or like guest the guest room quarters. But you have a feeling that Professor Anders has been using this as her quarters.
Yes.
Okay, yeah. I'd like to like check around the room, read through any papers that might be on the desk, check everywhere. As I assume everybody else who's coming into
I
the
am
room would want to
also
do, like,
investigating this
we've
room and just,
realized
like,
the
looking
captain's
around. Or
quarters had stuff,
perceiving.
and if there's like, hey, this is the professor's room, like I want to call that out, like, oh, I found the professor's room. See if that
like, I mean, I'm
entices
looking
others.
for
in.
like the symbol that was carved onto people's bodies. Trying to look for that symbol anywhere.
Yeah.
All right, make an investigation check.
I did a 12.
Oh, investigation, not perception.
I did investigation, yeah.
Yeah, gotta roll that. That's a 9.
Maybe Teo's will be better because neither of us found anything.
Nope.
Nope.
7.
So Eladine, with your investigation, first of all, there's no symbols carved into the walls or anything like that. But as you're looking around, there are papers kind of scattered on the top of the desk in the corner. And as you look around, there are various scientific sketches. All of them of the artifact.
I was going to say, what does the artifact look like?
You have a feeling that Professor Anders is not an artist. These sketches are rough.
Okay.
But from what you can discern from her drawing, that it is in the shape of a head. And it's kind of in a cage of some sort to contain it. From various angles, various different angles, you see there's a lot of like arcane rune circles being drawn, and you see like notes of like, contain magical essence, contain this. It looks like she was researching ways to, like the sarcophagus you have on your longship, ways to contain the artifact's power. And you notice that the drawer to the desk is locked.
Yeah, because I'm looking for the professor's journal if they have one. I say, hey, Aura, can you come open this drawer, please?
You've got the.
Or
Yeah,
the
that's what I was
lockpicks.
about to say. Is Ulrich has something, right?
Yeah, he can pick
Yeah,
the locks
Ulrich
and
is
stuff.
pretty
Yeah.
good at
Make,
He's
make
going
a,
with
make a sleight
He's
of
going to
hand
go
check.
pick the locks. Okay. It's a 20 plus 6. Oh wow.
Yeah, he
That's a really good
is. He is built to be a rogue.
26.
26. Yeah, it is a very simple lock. You have a feeling with enough strength you could just rip the lock open, but you click it in, and like in seconds, there's a click, and a drawer opens, and you see that there are multiple journals, all
Nice.
filled up, all filled out. Looks like she was taking a lot of notes.
How many is multiple?
There are 6 fully filled out journals in this drawer.
Okay. Ulrich starts taking them out and tossing them back at everyone. Like, let's get looking.
Let's start looking. Yeah, one for everyone.
Yeah, and I do the same thing with the one that I'm handed, whichever one it is. Just go directly to the back of it to see the last filled out.
Smart.
Yeah.
I will need everyone who's reading a journal to make an intelligence check.
Okay. Oh no.
Straight intelligence.
Straight intelligence.
Nat 20, let's go.
Let's go,
Nice.
Doc. 14.
15.
Hey, 15.
So I will say for this, only Ezreal is able to make an understanding of the journals she's reading,
Uh-huh.
because it is a lot of heavy technical jargon, maybe some encoding here and there, maybe some magic written languages you don't understand or know. This is very much the journals of a field researcher academic who is quickly, furiously taking notes on a lot of things, in a way that only they would understand. You have a feeling that maybe if she was going to report these, she'd write a better report. But these are like for
Yeah.
her. Ezreal, what?
I was gonna say, can I do on at least the journal I'm holding, do like a religion check to see if anything does stick out at all other than like the jargon
Make a
that I wouldn't
religion check.
understand? 16.
As you skim through it, no other symbols pop out at you. Ezreal, as you thumb through your journal, the scant understanding you're able to get of it is this journal is kind of her speaking of just the journey. Along the way, they found a Kandori, which is a space whale, and she convinced the Captain Nichols, to spend a couple of weeks in the Kandori's area so she can study it, because this is a very rare opportunity that a lot of scientists aren't able to get. And a lot of this journal is sketches, details, tests, everything involving a Kandori, which is a celestial space whale. Nothing that pertains to your current mission.
Nope.
It's not where the madness came from. It's not whale disease.
Guys, this is very cool. It's about a whale.
Space whale.
Space whale.
Well,
Should you look at these other journals for us
I
then?
was gonna
since
say,
we're all done?
Elodine just hands her journal to Ezreal.
Yeah, kind of the same. Just like, here's the stack. Sorry. I just apologize as I hand it. Like, this is, you understand this. I have no idea.
I'm going to go ahead
I'll-
and put the journals in your salvage pack.
For sure.
Okay.
But I will say, for the sake of ease, Ezreal, as you kind of skim through them, a journal about a whale is easy to understand. The rest of these are very technical. They're hard to understand unless you like take a lot of time to sit down and study them, kind of decode them, or having Anders herself with you to translate her own work.
Her handwriting sucks.
It's bad. It's terrible.
Yeah. It's about a whale. Yeah.
Cool. Elodine just like, okay, cool, and heads out the room.
All right. And with that, The first 2 levels of the ship have been explored.
Nice. And she is like staring intently at this.
Yeah, I think we're all kind of just like going
This
just,
is
like,
the way
cargo
down.
hold.
Oh, well, no, he did say
Because-
there were 2 stairways going
Yeah.
down. This is the cargo hold specifically,
Yeah. There's 2
which could
stairways
be
here.
where they held the artifact
Uh,
initially.
there. So you all have been on ships long enough to know that the cargo hold typically opens directly. The cargo hatch typically opens directly into a cargo hold. It's usually how they load large items and supplies and such. If anything is in the cargo hold, it could be laying in wait. There could be nothing in the cargo, and you open the hatch. So you know that opening the hatch could be a risk to expose yourself to whatever is in the hold.
So do we want to take the stairs, or do we want to dive
Maybe
in
we
head
should
first,
take the
team?
stairs.
Stairs are probably smarter.
Well, what's more fun?
Well, the hatch is straight down, so we have to jump down, and we may jump into whatever is waiting for us.
True. I'm gonna head on over to the stairs.
All right.
Followed by-
All right. So is everyone going down the stairs?
Yes.
Yes, but I think we're gonna have Ulrich go first and sneak on down.
New map.
New map.
Okay, does he need to roll anything for this?
He will, yes. We're gonna send him first because he is the sneakiest, and normally he does like to lead and sneak too. Like, make sure there's nothing. He likes to scout ahead, essentially. Where's our map at?
It's
getting
fog
it
of war
ready.
still.
Still all fog of war. Okay.
As your, I'm actually gonna do this.
Oh.
And as the party descends into the depths of the Listless Surveyor to explore the remainder of the ship with what may or may not be awaiting them, we will end there.
Right. 2 floors down. And you know what? We found half the things that we need to find, guys.
I found some really good stuff, team.
Do the RPG thing of checking every single room.
Yes.
Make sure you get everything.
We did a quick sweep. We made sure we got
Great.
all what we needed.
I
Love it.
learned spells.
Hell yeah.
Let's go.
That's the most important part,
Yeah.
is understanding the spells. But yeah, I know this is a little shorter, but what's coming up might take a lot longer than what we have allotted to us, so
For
err
sure.
on the side of caution, so to speak. But yes, thank you everyone for coming to session 2 of Roll of Adventure. As always, I am your dungeon master, Zell and Zell. You can find me
Zell and
Zell
Zell
and God.
Incorporated.
Zell and God.
Zell.
Zell. You can go ahead and find me here on Twitch or at joey.fergs on Instagram. Those are the best ways to connect with me. I'm gonna roll the dice and throw it at James.
Oh, hell yeah. Hi, I'm James. I play Zylar. He's an Asimir Ranger. We're looking to have a great time today. Let's have a great session. You can find me at anywhere online at Evil Superpowers, all one word. Yeah, and then I'm going to roll a dice imaginarily and throw it on to Briston.
Hello, I'm Briston. You can find me everywhere at Bry5ton. I'll put my Twitch in the chat, and everything's connected to there that you're allowed to follow. So
We need to allow Briston to post links.
Oh,
let
yeah,
me
yeah,
there?
yeah.
Oh, yeah, okay.
on my end, it says it was fine.
Okay.
On mine, it
Didn't
just
want-
says 3 little things.
Okay.
Yep.
Okay, then
If
there
you put
go.
it in the,
I was gonna say, put it in the
Discord
chat. I'll copy
we'll
paste it.
I'm gonna say Josie will get it.
Yeah. If I signed in, I
I'm-
could make you a mod as well.
What
We'll
is
mod
happening?
everybody. We'll mod everybody in here. Note to selves.
Then I'm gonna roll the imaginary dice to D.
Oh, hi. I'm D. You can follow me at D Major Queer with spell D-I and then Major Queer, literally anywhere. I did the thing where I use a username everywhere.
Yeah.
That's my link to my Twitter here, and yeah.
Okay, you'll want to also share it in the group, and I'll share it.
Oh, yeah, I gotta sign into the other account and then mod all of us, so we can send. I set it up so people can just put random things in there. So we need to make sure that we're all trusted, and we're all trusted.
Yeah.
All right, D, who are you throwing it on over to?
I guess you will throw it on over to MJ Sparkles. I'm bad at it. Sorry.
That's me. All right, so I am Josie, or MJ Sparkles. You can find me here on Twitch as MJ Sparkles. I will also post my link going on. If you want to find me anywhere else on the internet, it's going to be MXJosieD. I will type that one up as well.
Who are you throwing on over to?
I am
Josie?
throwing my dice all the way over to Jace.
I'm here. Hi. If you're looking for me, keep looking. Or you can find me under the name Fernie Burns, and that's I'll put it in chat. So and if that's it, actually that's all.
Awesome. And then I'm gonna also shout out our wonderful rogue Cricket. So
Yes.
good. Like we all rolled a d20 at the beginning, and we all failed on perception to see if we could find Cricket here in the session. So such
Yes.
hide and seek champion 2024. We're still got to figure out if he wants his socials on.
Yeah.
But Cricket, shout out to him, because unfortunately life happens and he was not able to join us today, but he should be joining us next time. That being said, Zell, do you want to send us out?
All right. As always, you can find us here every Saturday at 1 p.m. Eastern. We do not have a Discord. I will not make that mistake again. No Discord yet. But, as always, catch us here next Saturday as the party goes into the depths of the Listless Surveyor and the madness that waits within. I'll see you all next time. Have a great week.
Bye.
Bye.